Welcome to District Command Central, your go-to source for the latest news and updates on the Washington Commanders. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a play. The NFL world is buzzing with whispers that could shake the league to its core. Rumors have emerged suggesting that the Las Vegas Raiders and quarterback GENO Smith are seriously considering a trade deal with the Washington Commanders, a scenario that would stun fans and analysts alike. Sources close to both teams hint at preliminary discussions, with both sides exploring the possibilities of reshaping their rosters in ways that could redefine the balance of power across the league. While nothing has been officially confirmed, insiders suggest that the talks are more than just casual speculation. GENO Smith, whose recent performances have sparked both admiration and controversy, reportedly sees potential in a new environment, one that might offer him a fresh start and a chance to elevate a team with untapped defensive weapons. The Raiders, meanwhile, are rumored to be evaluating multiple trade scenarios, weighing the strategic benefits of moving a quarterback of Smith's caliber against the long-term vision of their roster development. Fans across social media platforms are erupting with theories, imagining how such a deal could affect divisional rivalries, draft strategies, and the broader playoff landscape, making it one of the most discussed topics in the NFL offseason, blending hope, fear, and pure speculation. Sources suggest that discussions between the Raiders and Commanders are in their very early stages, but the intensity of the chatter suggests that both organizations are seriously entertaining the notion of a blockbuster trade. GENO Smith, who has been the subject of increasing scrutiny from media outlets and fans alike, is reportedly open to the idea of exploring a new opportunity, potentially transforming the trajectory of his career in a league that constantly demands adaptation and resilience. On the Commanders' side, insiders hint that team management is intrigued by the prospect of acquiring a quarterback with Smith's experience and proven ability to lead a competitive offense, seeing him as a potential game-changer capable of elevating the team's status in an increasingly competitive division. Speculation is rife that this potential deal could involve intricate negotiations over draft picks, salary cap considerations, and roster adjustments, adding layers of complexity that keep insiders on edge. Sports analysts are already mapping out scenarios, debating whether Smith's skill set complements the Commanders' existing talent or if the move might create tension within a team already navigating its own internal dynamics. The mere possibility of such a transaction has fans crafting hypothetical starting lineups, imagining the chemistry on the field, and debating whether this trade could redefine the power structure across the league, leaving everyone on high alert for the next official announcement. Adding fuel to the speculation fire, unnamed sources within both organizations hint that the personalities and locker room dynamics of the teams are key factors in these preliminary talks. GENO Smith's leadership style, work ethic, and ability to rally teammates are reportedly being evaluated alongside potential fits within the Commanders' offensive schemes, suggesting that this isn't merely a transaction driven by stats or salaries. Raiders management, conversely, seems focused on the long-term implications of moving a quarterback who has recently demonstrated flashes of brilliance, but also experienced inconsistency under pressure. Insiders speculate that if the trade materializes, it might involve complex salary restructuring, potential player swaps, or compensatory draft picks, making it one of the more intricate negotiations in recent NFL memory. Social media reactions have been a mix of shock, excitement, and cautious skepticism, with fans dissecting every leaked detail to gauge the authenticity of the rumors. Analysts point out that such a move, if it happens, could ripple across the league, prompting other teams to reconsider quarterback situations and strategic alignments, essentially igniting a domino effect of roster reevaluations. Meanwhile, the narrative around GENO Smith is shifting from that of a solid but unremarkable starter to a pivotal figure whose next career move could define his legacy and influence the trajectory of two very different franchises, creating a story that NFL enthusiasts cannot ignore. The timing of these rumors adds another layer of intrigue, as the league approaches a period historically associated with trades, free agency maneuvering, and strategic roster reshuffling. Sources claim that the Raiders and Commanders may be taking advantage of this window, understanding that momentum and perception are as critical as the numbers on the contract sheets. GENO Smith, whose performance history includes both underdog triumphs and public criticism, reportedly views the potential move as an opportunity to reset narratives around his career, while the Commanders see a chance to inject experienced quarterback leadership into a team hungry for consistency and playoff contention. Analysts are pointing out that such a trade could be risky yet transformative, with the potential to reshape divisional hierarchies and influence future drafting strategies. Fans are buzzing about the possibility of seeing star receivers and emerging talents paired with Smith's arm, imagining electrifying offensive plays and headline-making moments. The discourse is filled with questions about team chemistry, adaptability, and whether the Commanders' playbook could maximize Smith's strengths while minimizing potential weaknesses. This rumor has not only captured attention, but has sparked an entire wave of speculation around coaching decisions, player morale, and the strategic philosophy guiding both franchises, making it arguably the hottest topic in football circles at the moment. Insiders hint that the logistics of the trade could involve multi-layered agreements beyond a simple player swap, with draft capital, salary cap implications, and performance incentives all likely playing a role. There are suggestions that discussions have included contingency clauses depending on Smith's performance in his first season with the Commanders, as well as potential protections for the Raiders in case of injuries or unforeseen developments. Fans have latched on to every nuance, dissecting reports and creating a social media storm that has made the term Raiders-Commanders swap trend across platforms. Analysts are debating how this trade, if realized, might influence not just the teams directly involved, but also the wider NFL landscape, potentially setting off a cascade of quarterback adjustments and roster tinkering across multiple franchises. The narrative surrounding Geno Smith is evolving into a complex story of opportunity, risk, and strategic ambition, casting him as a central figure in a league where trades can redefine legacies overnight. The potential implications for both fan bases, team morale, and competitive dynamics have made this rumor an irresistible topic, as everyone anticipates whether these discussions will culminate in one of the most talked-about trades of the offseason, blending speculation with genuine strategic intrigue. The intensity of the chatter has even reached former players and commentators, many of whom have weighed in with predictions, critiques, and imagined scenarios, further amplifying the hype surrounding this potential move. Rumors suggest that both the Raiders and Commanders are moving cautiously, aware that the leak of even partial information can generate waves of public reaction and influence negotiating positions. Geno Smith's name has become synonymous with possibility and risk, with analysts highlighting his ability to thrive under the right system, while also acknowledging the potential pitfalls of uprooting a quarterback mid-career. Fans are engaging in speculative drafts, imagining how this trade could reshape offensive strategies, alter defensive matchups, and create new narratives for emerging stars around the league. The sheer volume of discussion, combined with the intricate details being circulated behind closed doors, underscores the magnitude of what might be unfolding. Whether this rumor will evolve into reality or simply remain an off-season whisper, the very fact that it is being discussed at such a detailed level indicates that the NFL world is witnessing a story with the potential to dominate headlines, shape fan expectations, and leave an indelible mark on the narrative arc of the season before it even begins, a true testament to the power of speculation in sports culture. The speculation surrounding a potential Raiders-Commanders trade involving Geno Smith has taken on a life of its own, with insiders suggesting that both teams are navigating a delicate balancing act, trying to maximize leverage without revealing too much. Sources hint that the Raiders are evaluating not only the immediate benefits of such a trade, but also the long-term implications for their quarterback depth chart and overall offensive philosophy. Geno Smith, meanwhile, is reportedly being portrayed in discussions as a player whose value extends beyond mere statistics, emphasizing leadership, adaptability, and an uncanny ability to read defenses, qualities that could dramatically alter the Commanders' approach to both game planning and locker room dynamics. Analysts speculate that the trade talks may also include conditional clauses tied to Smith's performance, playoff appearances, and durability, further complicating what could be one of the most intricate off-season negotiations in recent memory. Social media is ablaze with fan theories, mock drafts, and speculative starting lineups, as each rumor adds fuel to a fire that refuses to die down. The narrative is evolving rapidly, with each leak or insider hint prompting waves of analysis, debate, and sheer fascination, turning what might have been a typical trade discussion into a league-wide obsession, demonstrating the immense impact that strategic speculation can have on fan engagement and media coverage in modern professional football. If you're enjoying the coverage, make sure to smash that like button and drop a comment with your thoughts on the Commanders' latest moves. We want to hear from you. According to multiple whispers circulating among insiders, one of the most compelling aspects of this potential trade is the psychological impact it could have on both rosters. GENO SMITH, whose career has been marked by perseverance and unexpected bursts of brilliance, might bring a sense of stability and confidence to the Commanders' offense, creating an entirely new dynamic in the locker room and potentially boosting the morale of younger players seeking mentorship. Raiders executives, conversely, are reportedly calculating the ripple effects of letting go of a quarterback who has alternated between spectacular moments and inconsistencies, recognizing that the move could shift team identity and influence fan perception in profound ways. Speculation suggests that draft picks and salary cap restructuring are central to the ongoing discussions, with insiders hinting that both teams are considering multiple contingency plans to ensure maximum strategic advantage. Analysts debate whether Smith's arrival in Washington could unlock untapped offensive potential, or if the adjustment to a new system might delay expected improvements. Meanwhile, the NFL community is enthralled by each emerging detail, with discussions spanning everything from potential wide receiver connections to the nuances of offensive schemes. The rumor has grown into more than just a possible transaction. It has become a conversation about leadership, adaptability, and the evolving definition of value in professional football, captivating audiences across the country. Adding another layer to the swirling rumors, unnamed sources indicate that coaches on both sides are heavily involved in preliminary evaluations, weighing how a quarterback like GENO SMITH might fit into their strategic vision and play-calling philosophies. Commanders' coaching staff reportedly sees Smith as a potentially transformative presence capable of executing complex offensive schemes, whereas Raiders coaches are said to be assessing whether their roster can sustain a competitive edge without him. Insider chatter suggests that this trade, if executed, could involve multiple moving parts, including compensatory draft picks, performance-based incentives, and even minor player swaps, making it one of the most intricate negotiations of the offseason. Fans have taken to forums, social media threads, and podcast discussions to dissect every possible outcome, speculating about chemistry with current receivers, offensive line protection schemes, and the impact on divisional standings. Analysts are predicting that if the trade comes to fruition, it could trigger a domino effect, with other teams reconsidering their quarterback situations and roster priorities, creating a chain reaction of strategic maneuvers across the league. This ongoing speculation has transformed the rumor into a cultural phenomenon within the NFL community, captivating both casual viewers and diehard fans, while reinforcing the idea that a single potential trade can dominate narratives, influence perceptions, and redefine expectations before a single snap is even played. Industry insiders claim that the potential trade discussions have already affected public perception of both teams, generating a buzz that could influence ticket sales, merchandise, and overall fan engagement. GENO SMITH's possible move to the Commanders is being framed not just as a transaction, but as a statement about ambition, adaptability, and the pursuit of competitive advantage in a league that rewards both talent and strategic foresight. Analysts speculate that such a deal could elevate the Commanders' status in a division that has recently been defined by high-powered offenses and dynamic quarterback play, forcing rival teams to reconsider defensive strategies and roster priorities. On the Raiders' side, whispers suggest that management is carefully evaluating how trading Smith might free up resources for younger quarterbacks, new draft opportunities, and long-term offensive planning. Social media has erupted with comparisons, mock plays, and speculative highlight reels imagining Smith under center for Washington, creating a narrative that blurs the line between rumor and imagined reality. Fans and analysts alike are obsessed with the implications for team chemistry, coaching philosophies, and the competitive balance of the league. The intensity of these discussions highlights how a single potential trade can dominate the sports landscape, shaping expectations, influencing narratives, and captivating a fan base eager to witness the next chapter in this developing story, a story built on possibility, intrigue, and the irresistible pull of speculation. Thanks for tuning into District Command Central. Make sure to subscribe and follow us for all the Commanders news you need. Until next time, keep the faith and hail to the Commanders.